Hello everybody, welcome to our social class. So we are about to start block 15, a new chapter. Its name is our cultural heritage. Okay, just before we saw some pictures, they are related to our country, they are our heritage. What is this heritage? We have seen so many pictures which are related to our country. We know some of these and we are proud about this. Okay, these are called our heritage. Why? Because they have been passed from our past. The people from the past they gave us these. Okay, they gave these as a gift to us, and we have to preserve them. It is our duty because we are able to see them, enjoy them. We are able to learn such kind of things from them. So we should also preserve these, practice some of the arts or the dance forms, and the monuments. We have to preserve them. We should see not to scribble on them, or we should know about the history. We should study who has built, what material, what was the reason it was built. If it is a dance form, we should see that it is learned by many people and it is passed to other people, next generation. If for folk songs, then we should see that it is passed to the next generation. So there are many such art forms, so many monuments. What are these? All these are the cultural heritage of our country. This heritage is something which is passed from one generation to the next generation. All these Taj Mahal or the saris, Pattu saris, Pochampalli, or the Bharatanatyam dance, or the statue of Nataraja, or the bronze, what are all these? These are something from the past, okay, from the olden days. And it is our duty, okay, people of this generation should preserve it, study about them, and we should also see that these are learned, these are followed by the next generation, okay, future people also. So that is heritage, right students? Open your social workbook, volume 2 workbook, to page number 34. What is in page number 34? In page number 34, there are some pictures. There are some pictures of some paintings. But these paintings are different from the other paintings. Tell me students, how are these paintings different? Okay. So here in the first picture we can see 3 people dancing. In the second picture we can see a god. Okay, nice decorated picture of a god. In the third picture, very interesting art form is there. In the fourth picture we can see that rangoli which is done by flowers and colors. Okay, flowers and colors. So how are these paintings? These are all the pictures of paintings. Okay, the first one is Madhubani painting. Second one is Tanjore painting. Third one is Varli painting. Okay, Madhubani painting, Tanjore painting, and Varli painting. So how are these different? Who makes these paintings? How do they get such ideas? Really, they are very interesting, right? We are seeing them for the first time, right? How do they get such ideas? How do they make them? What material do they use to make this? Okay, the paintings that you have seen in S1 in workbook page number 34 are Madhubani paintings, Tanjore paintings, and Varli paintings. What is different in these paintings? These paintings show either the nature scenery or gods or goddesses or some event in the human life, right? And how did people learn this? These paintings were learned from the people of the past. It is passed from one generation to the next generation. These paintings were passed from one generation to the next generation. Okay, from the family members, elder members in the family to their children. Okay, this is how they have learnt these paintings. Okay, let us learn more about these paintings. These paintings were since hundreds of years They are passed from one generation to the next generation. They have been preserved by people. So these paintings which are preserved by the people so that it is passed to the next generation is called as our heritage. Okay, things that are preserved by our people of the past and they are preserved for the next generation, such things are called our heritage. These designs, the colors that have been used are really beautiful. They are passed, such kind of ideas, designs and themes are passed since hundred of years. They are being passed from one generation to the next generation. They have been preserved. Okay, not only these paintings, we also make rangoli designs or designs with flowers on festivals. So this is also our tradition. This is the speciality of our country, India. We follow such heritage. We preserve such heritage and we are proud about it. And such kind of traditions we carry to the next people, okay, next generation. Okay, from elders to their children, we carry this. Right? So now I have a question for you. Do you think the people who do these paintings face any problems? Think about it. The people who make such beautiful paintings, we have learnt about the Madhubani paintings or the Tanjore paintings and the Varli paintings, right? So do they have any problems at all? Let us discuss. So people who do these paintings might be facing some problems. They might not be earning enough money. They may not earn enough money for their needs, for their family. Maybe they are not getting good price. Or maybe they don't know where to sell these paintings. Where is the market for these paintings? Or what is the good price? Where to sell them if they want good price? So mostly these painters depend upon others to sell these paintings. So they really get very less amount, okay, very less price for their hard work. So it is really hard for them to pay for all the expenses, the bills, or run their family, right? And there is one nice picture which I have drawn on the board. You also copy in your classwork, students. I'll explain this for you. Folk paintings of India. Folk paintings. So why this diagram? This picture will help you to tell a lot of things about this lesson. If you learn, if you can by heart all this matter which is in the boxes, at one glance you can remember the whole lesson. Okay, what we have learned in the whole lesson, just with this one picture you can explain to anyone. So that is the reason you have to draw this picture very neatly in your classwork book. Right, students? I know that you are very good in creativity and your work is really neat. I'm really impressed. Do it, students. Now I'll explain this. You too learn and explain this to someone. Folk paintings of India. Okay, so we have some boxes and information. Let us discuss. Folk paintings of India are made by people from different states. People of every state have a special kind of paintings. Okay, they are made by people from different states. They are made by people from different states. And these folk paintings are existing since hundreds of years. Since many hundreds of years, this Varli painting, Madhubani painting, or the Tanjore painting, and every state has a kind of painting. So these are being passed from one generation to the next. Okay, the grandparents, then their children, then their children. So they teach the family or from others. Okay, so these are something related to our country which are really beautiful. You can't find in any other country. These designs, these themes, or the colors that are used, or what you see in these pictures, you can't see in the other countries. So these are our heritage. Why heritage? Because these are from the past, from hundreds of years ago, long back. They are being passed, and past means we are able to know about these things which happened in the long back. These ideas from long back from our history. So we can know, even now also we can know how beautiful, what kind of designs are there. So we preserve it for the future people also, people of the future also. That is the reason we call this as, these paintings as our heritage. This is something, we own it. This is our property. We have to be very careful about it. We have to learn, preserve and teach others also. Right? And these paintings are source of livelihood for many. Source of livelihood for many. We have many times discussed what is livelihood. Livelihood means the job or occupation that people do to earn money, to run their family, to pay the fees of their children, to buy food, clothes, or build a shelter for themselves. The work that people do to earn money is called as livelihood. So these folk paintings are livelihood for many people. Okay, many people paint this, and with that money they are running their families. They are able to pay the bills for their family and for themselves. So they are source of livelihood for many. Okay, source of livelihood for many. So what are the three types of folk paintings that we have learned today? We have learnt about Madhubani painting, Tanjore painting and Varli painting. Right? And so these paintings are different in colors, designs and themes. When you compare Madhubani painting, Tanjore painting and Varli painting, they are all different from each other. Okay, in Madhubani painting mostly you will see the bright or very bright colors are used in the Madhubani paintings. Mostly the human life or the different events in our life, such kind of designs and themes are there in Madhubani paintings. Okay, and Tanjore paintings, which are from Tamil Nadu. Okay, you can see gods, the pictures of gods and goddesses which are decorated with shimmering metals, shimmering material like kundans, colors. Okay, chunky kind of thing. And Varli paintings are from Maharashtra, where people draw, okay, make these paintings with rice powder. They mix some liquid in that and they draw simple designs. They also depict the life of the people, their daily routine. You can see some ladies carrying the sticks or firewood to their home, or some group of people dancing in Varli paintings. Right? So all these paintings are different in colors, designs and themes. So I hope you have understood this. Try to explain this picture to someone or many people. And now for today's homework, students. Today's homework, workbook, finish S1. Okay, open volume 2 workbook, S1, page number 34. Okay, if you open to page number 34, this is S1 is there, paintings of India. Put the date and answer the questions. In notebook means your social class work, answer practice question number 2. So what is there in the workbook? I'll give you a quickly I'll read it. Look at the paintings carefully. Discuss how each one is different from each other. Okay, what is 3 paintings are there? You discuss with your family members or your brothers or siblings. Madhubani painting, it's from Bihar. Tanjore painting is from Tamil Nadu. Varli painting is from Maharashtra. See, Madhubani paintings are from Bihar. In these paintings we can see, okay, not in this very one picture, but generally Madhubani paintings, they have the pictures of Hindu gods, goddesses or scenes from marriage. Such kind of pictures will be there. The colors will be very bright. The colors that are used in these paintings are very, very bright. Okay, eye-catching. And the B picture that we have is of, this is Hindu god and he is decorated. This is from Tanjore painting, it's from Tamil Nadu. Okay, and the Varli painting is from Maharashtra and Gujarat. So you can see the daily life of people there. Okay, that is expressed in Varli paintings. So you should discuss, find out and study. And the second question is, What do you see in the picture below? Would you consider it our heritage? Why? What should we do to preserve it? Okay, here is a picture of a rangoli where flowers are used. Okay, especially in Sankranti, for that festival, or Diwali, we decorate our house with this rangoli designs. We use colors and flowers and make different patterns, right? This is rangoli design. So they are asking you what is this picture. You can write this is rangoli design. Would you consider it our heritage? Is it our heritage? Yes, this is our heritage. We are learning this from our elders, our parents and our grandparents, and we are practicing it and will teach the future generation also. So why? What should we do to preserve it? So everyone should know about it. Even the people who some 200 years from now also, they should know this rangoli designs. What can we do for that? We have to preserve this. How? We have to practice this rangoli designs. If you practice, then other people also. If I practice, my daughters will learn, right, how to do it. If they do it, their children will learn. That is how our heritage is preserved and passed to the next generations, right, students? And I hope you have understood how to do the workbook. Now for the practice question number 2. Okay, at the back of this lesson, our cultural heritage, there is a question: what are folk paintings? Give one example. Okay, what are folk paintings, and give one example. You do it. Okay. So what can you write there? You should write folk paintings are paintings made by people. Okay, it is in page number 94 textbook, second paragraph. Okay, folk paintings are paintings made by the people belonging to a particular place. Folk paintings are the paintings which are made by the people who belong to a particular place. Okay, one example you can give Varli or Madhubani. Any one name you can do it. And also in your classwork you draw Tanjore, Madhubani or Varli paintings. You can search in the Google for these pictures, or you can go through the YouTube videos. Okay, in the last year the 4th class children, okay, previous batch have done it very well, very beautiful. Peacocks in Madhubani paintings, gods and goddesses also they have tried. Maybe little mistakes you'll get, but if you add color, really you'll get interested in that. So that's all for today, students. Hope you have enjoyed. Do the homework, read the lesson. Thank you. Have a nice day.